You guys, what's up? What's good? How you guys doing? Like I said in the news, we have an amazing reaction for you guys today. Why? Obviously, you know it. Odogo has dropped the album. I told them, and just as expected, that album is one to talk about. A whole lot of talking points from the project, and obviously, people have their reservation. People have their reservation about the album. I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of persons are saying A and B, others are saying C and D. But the question is, what are you saying about the project? I have two guys who will come and do justice to this conversation. Do they think it's okay? Do they think it's overrated? All of that, we'll talk about them on this red couch that it concerns. I told them. Now, my problem with the album is you told them that what? So I expected a project where I'm not going to talk. Let me just keep quiet. Anyways, like I said, it's going to be an amazing one. I have with me Ebube, the cap master, to say all the rubbish in one sentence, and obviously I have with me Mide, one of the biggest Burna Boy fans we have in the world, to come and tell us what he feels about this Burna Boy project. I think today is quite okay because Mide is a Burna Boy fan, he is a Wizkid fan, I'm a Davido fan. I'm the neutral guy here, so I'll tell you the truth as it concerns. I'll tell you spade as spade. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. What is good is good, and what is bad is bad. Guys, join on this one. It's going to be an amazing one. Like I said, I have with me Ebube and Mide. Guys, you don't know miss this one. Ebe, what's good?
I'm good, fam.
How you doing, bro?
It's good.
Yeah, today is Friday. Yeah, quite exciting because quite exciting because a lot is happening.
Yeah.
Aside the fact that we have Burna Boy coming out, today is the beginning of another week of premiership actually.
Yeah.
So what's your weekend going to look like actually? What's your weekend generally going to look like?
Well, starting from tonight, I'm going to drag some people.
What are these people?
Well, Chelsea fans, I hope you guys are watching.
What are they playing again?
Luton Town.
Oh, okay. That's
both
fair
of them have not won any game this season.
Oh,
so
somebody must win actually.
So let's hope somebody gets.
Well, if they draw, they've tried now.
Well, I mean, both of them still go down.
Yeah, that's where they be. Let me stop there. Anyways, guys, like I said, I would say will be an amazing gentleman. Like I said, one of the biggest boys in Lagos. If you have not built this guy before, you're whining yourself. Mide, what's good?
I'm good.
How you doing?
They like to set me up, but no water.
Go be. So, Mide, what's the weekend look like?
Well, as I don't talk now, football, what else? We'll start with Chelsea this night, but I expect them to win, to beat Luton. If they don't, I'm not even going to even. You see Chelsea, I'm leaving them until the end of the season, right? If they don't win the league with all the spends, it's a problem. It's legal. Legal, nothing.
Even their coach.
Even their owner did not plan.
Even their owner is top 4. He promised you. You say, coach that's spent 1 billion. I say it's top 4 is 1 billion.
That would not. How you go spend 1 billion saying that top 4?
No, he talk as like 8 billion for season.
No,
8 billion. I need for season. 8 billion pounds. If you have not paid 8 billion, we'll not win legal. He said it now. He said it's 8 billion pounds. If I can spend 8 billion pounds, buy Guardiola, buy Messi, buy Ronaldo.
How club will spend 1 billion? Have you seen any club spend 1 billion?
In my life, I've never seen that.
So what does that tell you?
I don't want to go to top 4.
Top 4.
Yes.
1 billion.
As a matter of fact, if the coach
1 billion top 4.
If the coach in Europa League, you go have himself.
No,
It's a progress.
they have to win the league. If they don't, it's problem there.
This is not sports. Let's leave it anyways. But then you have to that. I'm going to ask our guys. Do you think Chelsea can win this league? Do you want to play? Do you think you can win this league? When people are going 6 points. So what is
for their own sake. Because if they don't win it, that's where I come in.
I think I will invite you when they don't win it. Because me and you know we will not win it.
There's no way they are winning it.
Anyways, let's go straight to Burna Boy. Burna Boy, I told them. And that's like, everybody is talking about the project now. I told them. But it's just sad that Chelsea will take over training this night if they lose. Because I think Chelsea will be number 1. Yeah. Chelsea will take that over.
They better don't.
But the Burna Boy is the conversation. And I told them it's out.
Yeah.
There are a lot of build-up talk about I told them. He went on interviews, podcasts, he said a whole lot and everything. Mide, I've not spoken to you for a while, right now. Yeah. And I've spoken to other people about the podcast.
Sure.
What do you think Burna Boy was doing on those podcasts?
I'll be honest with you, I've not watched those podcasts
at all.
But
you've seen clips?
Yes, I saw clips, not fully to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I saw the conversation around it and I just from the clips I saw, I understood where it was coming from. But the conversation that I generated around it, I was like, I don't have energy or interest in arguing with anybody online on this entire topic. So I just didn't follow because I had a lot going on. So that was just it. But basically what I would say is generally It's basically just like his album said. I told them, like, he has said this thing over and over again.
Yes, it's 2016.
Time and time over and again. His problem with Afrobeats is that Afrobeats, which is without the S, is for fella.
Yeah.
Afrobeats is a European invention. It's a Western invention. Put S in front of the beats and just generalize all music coming from
Africa
as
so
Afrobeats. That is his problem with this that entire thing. But people just take
out of proportion.
Things out of proportion. I mean, generally, I don't have strength to argue with anybody.
So yeah, I think this Afrobeat will always remain in conversation. Like people really still have the thoughts about it. Now we have Afrobeats, fella. We have Afrobeats, every other person. Now I'm a piano Afrobeats and everything. Do you think it's fair to say, because we're all Africans in the first place, right? And whether you do Amapiano, you do pom pom pom, whatever it is that you do juju, you do this thing, there should be an umbrella name for all of these things. Yeah. So don't you think that is where Afrobeats?
Your brand name is African music,
not Afrobeats.
Not Afrobeats. But see, Afrobeats has become the umbrella name because when you use something over and over again, it tends to stick.
Okay, wait,
it's the same way.
Sorry for cutting. Yeah. I want us to leave here ASAP. And then I've spoken to you about this thing, so I'm not even asking you now. I'm talking with you especially. Yeah. When Burna Boy, because this is my end point. When Burna Boy said Afrobeat lacks substance. Yeah. What do you think of that?
That basically, that's exactly what we're talking about. Like when you generalize every single thing, every single music under this. How do you quantify which song is better than which song when there's Afrobeats, R&B songs from Johnny Drew is classified under Afrobeats. Yeah. Hip hop songs from MI or from Black Bones classified under the same Afrobeats. How do you quantify? So those things there are no parameters, nothing to pick on and say okay this is what makes Afrobeats.
So in your word now, it will be unfair to say this is the best Afrobeats singer because we have so many categories under it.
You said?
So if someone come and say, for instance, now we have the three guys who are like the biggest guys, David Whiskey, Burna Boy, and they're all Afrobeats. Yeah. Now, if we have Johnny Drill as hip hop under Afrobeat, we have Johnny Drill as R&B under Afrobeat, we have Emma as hip hop under Afrobeat. How do you now bring out a person as the best singer from all of those categories?
That's the thing. You can't pick a best Afrobeat singer. There are different. You can say you are doing Afro pop, which is fusion of pop and African music.
Afro pop makes sense, yeah.
Exactly. Or you can say you're doing Afro R&B. Afro R&B even still makes sense. That's what Burna Boy came out and say. As far back as 2012, he came out and said he's doing Afro fusion.
Afro fusion, yeah.
Which is a fusion of different genres. He has
R&B.
He has R&B and he does R&B. Burna Boy raps. Yeah. He does a lot of things. So it doesn't want to. I can say him saying that he came up with that term is probably wrong because he's not the first person to do Afro fusion. Yeah, Afrobeats itself, Afrobeats not without the Fela one, even Fela's own itself was a fusion of different jazz, high life and lights. You understand? So it's just I can say he popularizes in a way this Afrofusion genre. He popularizes in a way, but I won't say him saying he was the first to do this is wrong. Right? There are things that Burna Boy says that is wrong. Okay. Yeah, granted, but the level at which people intentionally misunderstand or try to look at those things like he hasn't been saying them for a while. Yeah. You understand?
So why you guys not bashing him when he
was bashing him when he was saying it? Now why is it now that he's saying it on an interview where he's been asked questions and he's providing answers to not like he just came out and said it. If he came out now on his Instagram and just wrote it,
I'm the biggest.
Exactly. It would been a different thing entirely. But
then it was asked, and
it was asked questions.
It will be. I saw this tweet here, and this is where I want to be sincere as possible. The person said Burna Boy's problem is because and that's why I asked me. He said Burna Boy's problem is because he wants to be called. Like for instance, let me explain this way. In the US, you cannot say if you say Jay-Z is the biggest artist, you are valid to an extent. But you cannot put Jay-Z and Beyonce because you don't sing the same kind of song.
Yeah.
So what they're doing now is the best rapper, they give it to one person. The best soul singer, as it were, somebody has it. But then Afrobeats have brought all of them to the same space. So if I like rap, I would like MI above Burna Boy. If I like slow music, I would like Johnny Jew above Burna Boy. And the person saying Burna Boy wants to add Afrobeats. He wants to be the number one point man in Afro, and that's why he's having an issue with the Afrobeats. Because Afrobeat has brought all of them together to an umbrella. Do you think that is true?
Well, I agree that Afrobeat have brought all of them together, but
does it make sense being together?
Well, it obviously does not make sense. I remember we talked about it even when Grammys brought it out together.
Yeah.
Brought everything, and so everything is now under one category. We were already saying this is wrong. This is not, because everybody is supposed to shine in their different, genre that they are doing. So, but like you said, it will not. That's why I come for Burna Boy and say where he wants to be classified as the face, so to speak, of Afrobeats is not going to be easy, because at this point, all of these things are together. You cannot now say only you want, because if you look at it, you don't sing soul music for some certain people who listen to a Johnny Drew or a Rikasani. You cannot, in those people's head, you cannot be the head of, that genre of music. But now, because everything is together in one space, yes, you are the biggest when it comes to Afrobeats. That's when it comes to the kind of music you do or your own, path. You have gone far beyond these other guys I mentioned. Does not mean that you are now the face of everybody else. Does not mean you overrule everybody else. Afrobeat didn't start from you in the first place. Afrobeat did not start from you. So there are guys who've done it before you,
and there are guys that will still do it
after you. So it is fine to believe that you've done great and you deserve some accolade, but wanting to make it look like you must or you have to be the face of this thing before it can be valid is not why I have a problem.
Okay, let's go straight what the album looks like. Let's leave Afrobeat and Afrobeats. That's the business. But then I told them it's out, and a lot of songs are already catching people's attention. Now, the first track of the project, Burna Boy came, it was hard, it was an hard sound, but then a lot of person has seen vengeance, a lot of people have seen revenge in the song. Like I told them, this and using the F word, and then calling to a person bastard, using some offensive word, and you don't believe in me and everything. I have people asking questions saying, who are those people that don't believe in you? Because as a matter of fact, we've said it. I think I've not seen a blog that as a matter of fact, a lot of people feel that it seems the numbers are there. The guy who now today Spotify is owned by Rema because he has just one song. Burna Boy is owning Spotify. All the songs are doing good numbers. Do you get? Burna Boy owns Spotify. Burna Boy owns store. Burna Boy owns music. So nobody is saying you are not good. So when he's now saying I told them, using the word and using F word and calling people like you should get out and all of that, do you think, are you seeing vengeance? Or are you seeing like revenge? Are you seeing anger when he's doing that?
For what it is.
Which is what?
Because he said it. He has said it.
Have we ever denied that?
He has said it countless that everybody has denied it at one time or the other. They have said He's Blowing is by Kanye West because Kanye West released a song called Ye. Have you not heard it before?
But okay.
Wait. They have you not heard when people say it's because of Kanye West. That's why Burna Boy is doing well now.
Yeah.
Have you not heard that it's because he's sampling?
But he's sampling.
They use every now. He's sampling. Yes. Sampling is part of music. Anybody that comes to me and tries anybody that comes to me and tries to use sampling as even for any single artist, it's not just Burna Boy.
Yes,
any single artist, sampling has been from the start of time. Sampling is like
part of it.
It's like in academic terms when you try to reference an old work.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. So it's just the same way. It's the same way it is in music. Now, back to what I was saying about Burna Boy. Go and check on his spaceship, an album on his spaceship. The very first song, the intro to that album was a piece from Asake Alunge's one of Asake Alunge's Fact Only episodes, where he was saying Burna Boy would never make it as an artist because he was too proud, he was this and that. Go and check. He has said it times and time over time on his songs everywhere. He has said it countless times that people don't rate him, and he's fine with it. But don't come and say he has not been saying it. I told them.
No,
I have been saying it from time.
Now, this is why I have an issue, because you said we agree that there are these people who have come to people who said that they don't believe in him, who have literally told him to his face that you are proud, you cannot make it. So now nobody says that there's no people didn't say that. My only issue is right now, do people still say that?
What are people still saying this?
No.
As of this morning, I still go on Twitter this morning and still see people say the same things.
Say what?
The same things I'm talking to you about.
Say that
I've mentioned.
Burna Boy cannot make it.
The
Bro,
Kanye West,
and
the
see,
Kanye
bro,
West.
see, if you want to be honest with yourself, we will all agree to an extent that yes, it's because Burna Boy released a song, an album the same day Kanye West released, and they have the same title. We would all agree to the fact that it drives the same search engine.
So
Because
why.
no, I'm coming somewhere. It drives the same search engine because, for example, if you type EA,
So you see Burna Boy,
if
say
you see
Kanye
Burna
West.
Boy, you see Kanye, you be like,
So you have to
which
choose
one?
one. So you have to play either of them.
so you
So now,
wait,
if-
I'm coming somewhere. You that there's that advantage that it has. The same way people have also come out to say things like Naira Marley blew because he went to prison, and the EFCC was the issue that made him to blow. So that's also something that we can attach to Naira Marley's fortune. I mean, his greatness. But is it a truth? Yes, it is. Does it mean the artist itself is not good? No.
Let me hear you.
Do you get my point?
You cannot compare. But
No,
wait,
I'm not
wait,
comparing
wait,
it.
wait,
I'm just
wait.
saying if there is something that drives.
Wait, let me just
Okay.
let me just run this before I forget my train of thought. You cannot compare Burna Boy and Naira Marley's situation together. The reason why Burna Boy is so pissed about this thing is because it has started from the beginning of his career.
Spaceship.
Not just Spaceship,
Oh, Spaceship.
even Eddie's.
Okay.
When Shantizu was giving this thing, even me, I will agree that then that Shantizu was what way over Burna Boy. I will agree. But this thing has been happening from the beginning of his career. Even it is still happening till now. And you are saying that it should not. Come on,
so
as a human being,
This is where
as a human being,
This is where I want to ask
as a
you
human
question.
being, you will feel it.
Sorry, Chief, 1 minute. This is where I want to ask you a question. Now, Mide, you mentioned the fact that it happened before now. Now, I understand the fact that it has always been on ground. Because obviously, like, the same way that happened in the world of sport and everything, your characters, it brings some energy towards you. And it's fine. If you don't care about that, it's fine. But then, the fact that you still say, people still say it till now, I want you to give me an instance where people have doubted Burna Boy with all he has done. Burna Boy has done the long service. Nobody has done it.
Burna Boy has done.
Burna Boy has done everything that. Burna Boy has done
Just
the
recently,
Burna Boy has been the
just
first.
recently, we had the old cat and new cat debates.
No,
Everybody was here.
That debate.
Everybody
said it that
Everybody
that the video
was
capped.
here when we had the old cat and new cat
Yes,
debates.
and we all said the video capped. We all
No,
said
not everybody said it.
We all
You cannot say everybody.
Wait, you cannot say everybody
Because
said
some
it. You
people
cannot
can't.
say it.
Yes, but some persons did not say I agree.
You cannot
that
say
it
it.
can't. Actually.
It's very
Even doing that, they use that same Kanye West this to say Burna Boy has started dropping albums since way back 2011, 2012,
Yes,
and you are calling him a new cat, and you're still saying if not for Kanye West in his life.
I don't know if people
Come
said
on
that.
now.
I don't know if people said that, but if we want to be honest with ourselves, because somebody has been dropping album before the year where the person blew does not mean the person started before that year.
Albums have been popping.
Let me say that.
Albums have been
I think
popping.
it does because they're popping album.
I'm
Actually.
coming.
Albums have been popping.
I'm coming
Come on
I'm
now.
coming somewhere. Look at the likes of Sheyi Vibes. Sheyi Vibes have been dropping songs.
Don't
I'm coming up.
compare.
You can't-
Don't
compare
compare.
it.
No, this is what I'm trying
Come
to
on
do. Wait,
now.
let me get to what I'm saying. Sheyi Vibes have been dropping songs before he blew or before people started listening to him.
He has not blown.
But I mean, now at least he has attention.
Burna Boy was
Wait,
nominated for
wait.
Next Week that as far back as 2013.
That's what I'm saying.
2013.
According to what the video said, the video started before 2013. So what I'm saying is, if he has any project before 2013, from that 2013 where he blew, that's when we will count him as.
So that
So
he has project before 20.
that makes
Olamide has project before
that allows Burna Boy to be categorized with Oxlade,
No.
Fireboy, and the rest as new cats.
That's where we said that.
Is that not what we're talking about
No,
here?
that's what we see now. According to what the video said, if you want to analyze,
It's not the same disrespect we're talking about.
No,
That's
that's what I'm saying.
all through his career. And you now say it's not up.
We all disagree with it because
Don't say we all
agree that-
disagree with
we
it.
said it here now that
we
Burna
see
Boy
this
should
thing
not
every
be-
day.
Burna Boy should not be.
If you disagree, fine. But don't say we all disagree with it because everybody
cannot beat
we can see what is going on online.
But is he also in the same level when it comes to times they came out in music with likes of Whiskey, Davido, and Olamide? No, because he came after. But it is very disrespectful by Davido to say that to mention Nukat and mention Fireboy.
We've spoken about that. But then at the same time, we've seen people who still don't agree. But let's pause on that a bit. Now, this is actually fast growing because in one of Burna Boy's line in the project, we saw where it was in Nigeria some years ago for a show where he didn't perform, and then he said Sheba is mainly come on stage, and then Nigeria felt disrespected. Where he said, "Una say my mama dance for fella, una say I keep it for Kubana, una say," and at the time he said, the people felt like, okay, that was gone. Now, okay, it's fine. You know, drama beat, you don't go. Now, Burna Boy had to put that in an album featuring J. Cole at the time. Now, this is where people are like, bro, all of this, if this incident was stuff that they didn't happen last year. They were talk that this talk have been there for like years. That's what fella thingy. Since I know Burna Boy, that talk has always been there. Your mom does a fella want it. Whether it's true or not, we don't. It's not. We've seen pictures actually. We've seen pictures with you.
It is false.
His
grandfather married fella
at the time. Yes.
His mother was always with the dancers. They were always sending her. And that's what his wife now.
She worked with them.
She worked with them. She said she was doing accountant. She was adding their records or something like that. But she did stuff for them. But she was never a dancer on that fella. Never. But this thing, people take it and run with it, and you expect him not to.
Whether it is true or not, the fact you've said it. So why do you have to go again and sing on about it? Now this is about years after that, and then you have to.
As an artist, you always sing about. I don't know about other artists too, but Burna Boy that I know,
we sing about.
Not even just Burna Boy, even Davido does it. You always sing about.
Why do you not sing about on Love That Means project?
Yeah, so it's a different listen entirely. It was a different direction entirely. Love That Means was like an happy vibe. Go and listen to every album has a story. Love That Means was a happy vibe because even from the poster you will know a birthday. It was a happy vibe. This one was him just.
It's a sad vibe.
It's not about his that vibe. Just talking about his life. Just talking about things that come natural to him. Simple. And he has done it before.
Actually.
He has done it before. Exactly.
Okay, so this is where I get back to it, yeah? And then, like I said, I try to be very, 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 very careful and then also be sincere at the same time. Now, people are calling from the interview runs here, people are calling for, a lot of people are saying those interviews were for PR. Basically. A lot of people are like those interviews for PR. And then the album dropped out over the midnight. I know a couple of persons who have said that album doesn't have a second replay value. It's an album you listen just once and you're like, what the hell is this? Like, why do you have to pour your emotions into song? Why not just do podcast and talk everything? If you want to really talk, why not just open podcast, put camera and talk your mind and get out? Why put them in the song so that you can pour your emotions to us? We are not your therapist, so why sing your emotions to us? Do you agree to that too?
Well, I don't agree to them saying it that way, but I agree to the fact that, in my own personal opinion, all Burna Boy's project that I've listened to, when I listen to them, the first listen, even if it is midnight when I want to sleep, I usually pick my song. Okay, this one. Then in the morning I come listen again, I probably add to that number. Yeah. But for this particular project, I've not been able to pick one.
How about have you listened to it?
I've listened to it twice now.
Full, like round out.
Full, front to back, twice now. And I haven't still been able to pick any song. Apart from the initial singles which he dropped, which was the most catchy one for me, was Sitting on Top of the One, then Big Seven. Yeah, those two, I like them. We all agree, but I don't think
we all agree.
I mean,
because I can recall that we've done reactions where you said that those were not songs for you.
Yeah, see, don't get me wrong. As at the time they dropped, right, they were not. They are not Burna Boy standard, in my opinion.
Okay.
They are not Burna Boy standard. Burna Boy
can do better than that.
Done way better than that. So, but now looking at the rollout in the whole album, it now sounds higher than the others. That's what I'm saying.
So that means, in your word, this album is less than Burna Boy performance.
Bro, this is Burna Boy's worst album ever. I'm saying this.
So, I told them. Okay, I'll get back to that. Mide, I know you want to react to what you just said, but then let me ask you this. Burna Boy has, a lot of people have said, I've probably not watched it when he said it too. I've not watched it. Okay. But the people are saying Burna Boy said he is no longer an Afrobeat artist. That he does more of R&B. Like I said, I've not watched where he said it. I don't know if he said it or not, but the indications are showing that now him not coming late to shows. Obviously, Burna Boy doesn't come. When the last day he came early. If it's
Every
in the
other
O2,
state
it comes
outside
early.
Nigeria.
But then whenever it's in the country, it that comes so late, 2 a.m. and then it says someone begging to come and for never come perform for now. And then it's making all the talk look like, okay, maybe he's no longer performing to Nigerians anymore. Then he dropped the project. The first rollout he had System of the World, Big Seven, Taliban's. They were not Afrobeat catchy song. And so it kind of make you prove like maybe he has moved on from Africa. Do you think there are any validity to that statement?
I don't know what it means by he's moving on from Africa, and I don't understand what's.
But have you seen or heard until that? You've heard
No,
of it?
I've not, and I don't.
Have you heard of that before?
I don't think
Yeah,
Burna Boy is coming out and saying he's an R&B artist, because it's the one I watched is still saying he's doing Afrofusion. So if he says R&B, I don't know. But to me, he does R&B, he does rap. So if he wants to consider an R&B artist, that's up to him. Now, coming to the part about him not doing music for Africans, it's just, I don't know. People will do whatever pleases them. People will do whatever makes them happy. And for a while, it feels like his relationship with usually people back home is not ideal. And sometimes, even if you're doing that for, sometimes you probably have to step back
get peace
just to get peace. You understand? Sometimes, even if it's Burna Boy that is at fault in this entire,
you just be like, it's too much for me. Let me just
move away from this, from this kind of situation. You understand, for a while. It's understandable as a human being. You can't be getting attacked from your own people constantly, time and time over again, and you still want to relate, and they will still be angry that you are not relating with them. Really, doesn't make sense.
Okay, me say I'm still going to stay with you. I think it was at the Gala Award. Was it the Met Gala where it was said that a Nigerian interviewer interviewed Burna Boy, and then Burna Boy moved out, didn't pay attention to the person, and then from that point, people are really like, okay, this is the height of it, because obviously you came late for a show in Nigeria. You've taken time to insult us because he did a live with Manny where he said he fell down on the show, and then they didn't. But it was Nigeria. Everybody don't boss 2 seconds. People are posting video like that will happen. It called Nigerians. They actually mentioned Nigerians, and people are like, at this point, bro, what do you want from Nigerians? The same you say Mama, you say Kobana Day. Obviously, Kobana was even there. Burna Boy never came out to say I did not do it, but then it was everywhere that his boys shot somebody over a lady in Kobana. Now, if it was not true, you should have said, okay, bro, I'm not doing more. But you didn't do any of that. Instead, you complained about it. So at this point, the question is, what does he want Nigerians to do? People are saying, should you come and lick your house and suck your shoe and say, Burna Boy, pour it on your house every morning? No. Odogu. Is that what he wants?
He's not even asking for anything.
So why is he complaining? Why is he complaining?
He's saying I told them. Like all these things you are, he's not the one complaining. You don't get, he's not the one complaining. It's you who are complaining. And he's saying, I've told you this thing.
What about the song, the track I told them, and then the other track, Thanks?
Which?
Yes.
I told them, that's it now. I told them, I've been telling them over and over. You know,
What about
I've been telling them over and over.
Let me explain something to you here. In this room, I'm quite the tallest person, right? Now, imagine I'm coming to you and I'm saying, I told you I'm tall. Is there a conversation around it? You obviously know I'm tall. Nobody
if you want to build a conversation around it, that is up to you.
So Burna Boy is the one building the conversation.
He's not the one building.
He's the one.
He's not the one. He don't. Person who don't release his song, don't they promote his song? He don't release his song. He has said what he wants to say. The conversation is you talk, I talk. Conversation is you talk, I talk. The interview that he had was a conversation. That was a conversation.
It was after
you now generating your opinions and creating online conversations over that one is up to you.
But he instigated it. But we all know that you cannot
person come out on his own project, his own album that he released to his fans. Yeah. In this life, I believe is very simple.
Yeah.
Right? If you listen to something you don't like it, you drop it.
Yeah.
Me, if I listen to something I don't like it, I drop it. There was this Adekule Gold song. I think so. Very old song on About 30, the album. That song really turned me off Adekule Gold. But I don't say much about it because it's just I don't like it. I will drop it.
Yeah.
I won't come and start talking about it 50,000 times, 100,000 times, or talking about this guy's behavior 50. when Burna Boy Odakule could not do anything to me personally.
So you just left the matter.
Burna Boy did not do anything to me personally. So he just leave the matter. But when you constantly attack this person on stuff that person you are not even remotely or directly involved with, it becomes weird.
Okay, so anyway, you just said something now, and I want to ask you: do you think anybody, for instance, before the Money life came on, was there ever a question around Burna Boy being dragged at any time? Before he went online to say Nigerians did this, did that, they will snap the video where they felt and everything was bleeding, and then called Nigerians out. Before then, was there any question around Burna Boy being dragged for anything that you can remember?
I really can't remember. The only time which is before that time was like he said, his mom's situation, and that one is what it's not like a drag. People just mention it and say that your mom used to dance with her. It's not as if they started dragging that you will be saying, you know the difference when somebody's trying to make jest of you because of something.
And when somebody's saying something.
And this one, people they're not saying it because they are trying to make him or his mom feel bad. Fela is a great person. If you work with Fela, you are a great person.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it's not as if they're trying to say, you will be. So I don't think that was the case. So for me, the whole situation of stage and this thing, first of all, everybody gets, as long as you're a public figure, as long as you're an influencer, you get dragged if you make a mistake. Tiwa Savage at a point, we had tapes of stuff come out.
Yeah.
People would drag you. Tiwa Savage has gone to stage where she wore this thing, they would drag. Tiwa Savage and Whiskey were on stage. Whiskey was, touching her different. She was dragged. Everybody would drag.
Let me come in here and say, even the Tiwa Savage examples that you are giving, I vehemently disagree with. Like,
people will see this stage. Why am I going to say what I said? He fell on the stage.
Saying people will drag you doesn't make it right.
No, I'm not saying
people will drag you doesn't make it right.
It's right.
It's just like
I'm not saying it's
like
right.
It's like when people say don't do something because people will drag you. No, you are threatening the person.
No,
like,
we're not.
Don't do this.
See, this is.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Like I said.
Or we are going to drag you.
Okay, now I want to go straight to this place.
Mm-hmm.
So now, why does Burna Boy not come and complain that Nigerians praise him too much? The period where he had where one Grammy, bro, everywhere, every single place.
It was trending everywhere, actually.
Everywhere
It was trending everywhere,
people are praising.
It was a prayer point.
Burna Boy said it. Burna Boy did.
Even the nominations.
Till now, Burna Boy has gone to do stadiums and
because why?
Wait, let me
because
finish.
After they've praised
let me finish.
After they've praised you, they'll still come back to
that's the point. That's life. You can't be
and you can't expect anybody to be happy with that.
You should see as a human being, you live on this earth. You know that life is good and bad. There is right and left. There is ups and downs. There are times people will praise you. There are times people will not praise you. You cannot say.
Wait.
As Fela is as great as he is.
You cannot say because you've praised me. When you now decide to attack me meaninglessly, I should.
You should keep quiet because see that's actually the best point.
You are saying Burna Boy should have kept quiet.
If you get to a level where you know that you are above all of these things, no matter you can't care, but you don't.
Not
that's why I keep saying. That's why I keep saying.
Above people.
See, that's why I keep saying that. That's why I keep saying that. There's a reason why Whiskey fan base is strong.
There's really nobody that can.
No, don't go to Whiskey.
Which Whiskey fan base?
Don't go to Whiskey.
Which Whiskey fan base?
I won't allow Whiskey on this show.
Which Whiskey fan base?
We won't take Whiskey on this show. Actually, yeah, please do. Okay, so guys, I want to come from this angle, right? And this is to me basically, yeah. Davido had a point, and I think that's like the biggest conspiracy story I've ever had in my life. That's the biggest, and I feel like that's even career ending. His career bro, it's enough to finish your career in one day. Davido at a point was losing people 2 times in a year, 3 times in a year. As a matter of fact, like people are just going. Photographer went, his best 44 went, his son left. And at the point, his friend, one of the friends that was even dirty, was so messy. And the people are like, most guys are ritualists too. So this guy is them they blow. If you want go do, go just use one. Bro, that was the height of everything at the time. But then there was no album to say I told you I did not do it.
There were songs.
What song?
Pick a song for it.
Fire. Caroline, save your drama. What was it about?
Yeah,
that's
what was it about?
That's what we usually sing about women. And when it's women,
Caroline, do you know who Caroline was? Caroline was the girlfriend of one of his friends that died.
I think
he was talking directly to the person.
You will just keep going round and round.
Directly.
Everybody sings on their experiences. Everybody sings on their experiences. You cannot tell an artist not to sing on their experiences.
We are not
You cannot tell an artist not to.
that was a trap. Now, Burna Boy releasing an album to address an issue that didn't happen in 2023.
You're talking
2022.
You are talking
2020. One of the happened in 2021. The shooting at Kobana was 2021.
You're talking about an album that is titled "I Told Them."
That's what.
I told is not present tense.
It's past tense.
It's past tense.
So why
whether it happened in 2012 or 2015, I told them is a collection of events, not just the one that happened today. Even back to when he's mentioned his Afrofusion in 2012. It is a point in the whole I told them. Back to 2017, or when was it that Gay came out and the old started popping. All these issues, back to when he dropped on a spaceship and he used Osage's voice in the intro. All these things are pointers that he has been dropping left and right. I remember back when sorry, let me just say this. Back in 2017, there was this Instagram post. Obviously, I've left his Instagram right now, that he said, I think he was 25 years old then. He said, I'm just 25 years old. I don't know why you want to see me as anybody who want to see me as their mentor or want to, like, all he said was, I just want to live my life.
As simple as
I don't want anybody to use me as their mentor or to look at me as their this thing. He has said all these things from time, but when everybody now comes come and say, Burna Boy, this thing, what example are you living for this thing? You know, all these ones, he don't already talk about before. So if you're not coming back to it again, I told them already. Yeah. It's as simple as that.
Anyways, guys, we have to leave this place. But then before we leave, we won't leave here without rating the album. AB on number 10, what we rate the album?
2 listens. I very honest personal opinion. I'm rating it 5. That one, my personal opinion. I think this is, like I said before, in my personal opinion, this is Burna Boy's least project. Yes.
In a base word, this one he told me it was a mid album, and I had to ask him again. And I like the fact that he could defend his word out there. He said it's a mid album. And for me, what would you rate the album over 10? 10 over 10. Now, is it because you come from a Burna Boy fan, or because you really think it's a 10 over 10? Fair enough. For me, I kind of think that it's over 10 project. I like the fact that it was an album that reminds me. I almost forgot. Now, somebody mentioned the fact that he likes the project, but he cannot listen to it for a second because it will be toxic.
Because it will look toxic.
Because it is a toxic project. It has a lot of negative energy, negative vibe. Like you could see, I'm imagining Burna Boy. Now I understand. Now I understand when he said he doesn't write, because obviously all of this is not what you can write down. You cannot write. I told them. No, this is not. You cannot write it. This is just someone in the studio. I'm reminiscing of all that happened in his life, and it's like, I using the F word, and people should do this, people should do that. And at the time, do you think it has a lot of negative?
You can see it as toxic. Everybody listens.
But you don't see that toxic.
I don't see that toxic. I don't see it as toxic. Everybody has their
opinions and stuff. Actually,
I've said from time, like, I will be the last person that you come and argue with me on Burna Boy's greatness when it comes to music, because I will never argue it with you. Like that part. I can argue any other thing. Like when it comes to music, me and you will never. You never see me argue with anybody like, Burna Boy's music is great. Is this? I will give you my own opinion and leave it at that. When it comes to other parts of his lifestyle, I can talk about it and go on and on and on. But when it comes to music, and you don't believe that it's great, just leave it at that.
Anyways, guys, like I said, you guys, Burna Boy is the greatest there is, greatest we have, and greatest there will ever be. At least if somebody else come again. But so far, we've had this one on Burna Boy. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me see your thoughts in the comment section. Do you agree with me on this one that Burna Boy has been wrongly accused so many times, and then he has to come out and say it? Or Ebube, who said, even if you're accused, you should just keep quiet. Let me see your thoughts in the comment section. I love you guys so much. Let's go straight. After this, let's go to the next one, please. Yo guys, I'm not going to lie to you, the tension is hard, but then to ease the tension, let's go straight to our game. I have my games here with me, and I love to this game because these guys are sport lovers. They both love sport, support the same club. So today's game is fully 100% sport. Ebube managed to win for the first time last week. I'm not going to lie to you.
That was my first time.
I said you managed, okay, for like the fourth time. Out of 5,000 episodes. I think like Chelsea now. Be careful, oh.
That's the difference between me and Chelsea.
What's the difference?
Since you said it, I kept quiet.
But Chelsea will
They
explain.
will still come and explain.
And evidence
They will come
no.
and talk.
Evidence no. The brother don't talk out. Anyways, guys, let's go to what our game look like. So we have numbers 1 to 7. If there's a tiebreaker, and I wish you guys the best, actually. So midday, the first number. Let's go 1 to 7. 4. In the World Cup 2022, Mbappe equalized with 2-2. Who assisted the goal?
Marcus Thuram.
Correct. Ebube, let's go.
1.
Number 1. Chelsea signed Torres in what year and won the Champions League in what year? 10 seconds, bro. The time is going.
Okay, Chelsea signed
Torres in what year?
2015.
Okay.
And 126.
No, Chelsea signed Torres 2011, won the Champions League 2012.
2012.
Can't remember. Chelsea.
You've lost the plot. You've lost that one. Middle, let's go.
7.
Number 7. Only 2 players in the world have scored in all minutes of football. Who are they?
4.
They scored from minute 1 to minute 90.
Let's say Ronaldo.
No. I'll give us a bonus. You get to that. That Ronaldo and Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Number 5.
Number 5. What is the name of Arsenal assistant coach?
Fuck. What is? I can't remember.
You're an Arsenal fan, though, by the way. Let me remind that.
Wait, assistant coach.
I was so degree enough. I know you're asking me. Should I give us a bonus? If you look at me, should I make it as a bonus? Okay.
Why?
I gave the first as a bonus. So let's have a bonus here.
How about Stevenberg?
2-0. Maybe let's go.
Number 2.
Number 2. Name 7 coaches in the Premier League this season with their club.
Woo! Arteta, Arsenal.
Okay.
Guardiola, Man City.
Okay.
Pochettino, Chelsea.
Okay.
Klopp, Liverpool.
Okay.
Postecoglou, Spurs. Emery, Villa. Moyes, West Ham.
Okay.
Dyche, Everton.
Okay.
Edia, Newcastle.
I never
Very good.
Edia, Newcastle. I don't pass now.
Oh my god, this guy. I think everybody should just. Well, that's 3 now. I think this is like 7 that 0, right? Am I mistaken? Hey, let's go pick a number.
7.
Number 7. They pick 7 actually.
Which numbers are there?
We have 6. We have 3. We have 3. Yeah, we have 3 and 6.
3 and 6. 3 and 6. 3 and 6. 3 and 6.
6. Argentina played 2 penalties at the World Cup. Against who did they play them, and then who lost on the first penalty? They played 2 penalties between
This World Cup.
This 2022 World Cup. They played 2 PK shootouts against 2 countries. Who are the countries? And then the first one they played for, who lost the penalty?
They played. Wait, we are done. They played 2.
Argentina
That means
played-
they won 1 now. So who lost?
Argentina
That person,
played
or is it
2
the person?
nations.
Is it
No,
the-
they played 2 nations in the World Cup penalty shootouts.
Okay.
Who are these countries they played against? And then for the first one they played, not the final, who lost at the penalty shootouts?
Oh, okay, the players that lost.
Yes.
See who lost. I can't see.
Please, let's start again. It doesn't even know. Let's give 20 seconds.
No.
Doesn't know it.
That's a plot of questions.
Yeah, let's
Brazil and so who lost in the Brazil? Is it Brazil?
I did not play Brazil. This World Cup. Wow, I'm sure it will be hosted by
Okay,
his
sorry.
house.
Alright.
I did not play.
Netherlands and France.
Thank you, Van Dijk lost in the Netherlands. That's sad. Anyway, the last one. Let's just give to Midday. Hey, but let's give the last one. Name 4 clubs in Saudi Arabia.
Al Nassr, Al Hilal, Al Ali, Al Ettifaq.
It's only 3 I can. I can't mention.
The spirit of Chelsea will always follow you. When you wear blue, when you wear blue, the spirit of Chelsea will always follow you. Because you're good at sport, bro. You're good at sport.
I think that's why.
You're good at sport. How will you know you're still close? That's the height.
I'm sorry.
But anyways, Midday,
Chelsea
congrats,
fans,
man.
you guys will win tonight. If not, it's cool.
Midday has broken records. You guys, I think Midday is the first person who got to get all his own. He missed one, right?
Yeah, I missed one.
Yeah, he missed one actually. But then 4-0, it's that never happened before. Never happened before. It's 4-0. You got your bonus, bro, and you missed his own bonus like before one, so it's 4-0. Wow, man, bro, how do you feel?
I don't feel bad.
You can't feel bad actually. The last Chelsea, how do you feel after this match? You can't feel bad. That you still. Yo guys, welcome back. And this time we're going to the Starboy, the guy who looks like he doesn't have anybody hating on him, and he's the person who did the song "Lonely at the Top." Bang 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 bang.
I want to say something. That's the song of the year.
Lonely at the Top. I feel that, I think, like I said, it's one person that you don't like to say rubbish, and he wants you guys to talk. He wants you guys to talk, and I'm sure you guys know what to do. You guys know what to do.
That's my opinion.
Your opinion is rubbish.
By the end of the year,
No, there's some opinion.
By the end of
There's
the
some
year,
opinion.
you ask
No,
guys
there's some
to do
opinion that you should never
See,
say.
by the end of the year, I'll tell you. I told them. I told you. I told them. I told them.
Tell them that what?
That's Asake Rema is the song of the year. I told them. I'll tell you guys.
Wait, when is that time we have this reaction on Song of the Year? I think it's towards the end of the year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the first I think we didn't do mid. Did we do mid year?
No,
We didn't. I think we have to do mid year.
because all of them they started dropping late. So
Oh, that's going to be nice. Yeah. I can't. But I actually disagree with that. But anyways, that's your business. Asake is the happening guy. We saw what he did the O2 Arena. That was an amazing one. In 2 years of his renaissance, he has done that, and trust me, people are praising him already, and he's doing good for himself. But then, somebody also announced the O2 Arena, and that's Rema. Rema announced the O2 Arena, and last I checked, the blue are still plenty. Just not sort of the space and everything. Before we go to Rema, what do you think about? We've not spoken about that, right? We've not. The Asake O2, we've not.
No.
I think you and I have spoken about that. Okay, so what do you think? Now, I'm sure you saw the performances and all of that. You've seen clips.
Yeah.
What are your take off the performance?
Happy first of all. It shows that artists are starting to be very intentional about their performances.
Yeah.
And before, there were only like a handful of artists that used to do that, and it feels like a lot more artists are like getting there to that like I didn't even know that was it Sunshine? Was a sample
Sunshine,
of
yeah.
The guy was on that started it. So stuff, those little things like that, like your audience sees and knows that you put effort into this performance, and they really appreciate it. It's not just about coming and yelling DJ track too.
That's somebody actually. But anyways, we all know that the re-emergence of all of this life, Burna Boy began it. Burna Boy was the one that actually introduced the fact that you can do a performance and use your own backstage, use your own sound, use everything.
I disagree. It's not Burna Boy. I mean, Burna Boy is just like the most important. It's just like the most important example right now.
Yeah, I think our Juju guys doing it for themselves. At the same time.
mean,
yeah.
Local
guys actually.
people,
so many
like
a lot of local guys.
Yeah, a lot of local guys.
A lot of
So
them actually.
it's just Burna Boy is the most notable example
And the biggest
of
stage.
biggest
I think that's right.
example
Biggest
of
stage,
someone doing it. Like a lot of these things are something that if you come from church background, is normal.
Yeah.
Thinking about it actually, you don't play DJ on church.
Yeah, exactly.
I think only Reborn Church do that thing. Well, on Sunday start that quiet just DJ from track 4. What the hell? I'm thinking about it. Think about that thing, yeah.
Mike Abdul track 4.
Track 4. What's that popular Christmas song that year that they do? That these people sang. Look at them. Look at them. Kosama. Yeah. You're not here. Where's the choir? That's what you know. Yeah. DJ. Kosama. Look at them. They get there. But anyway, let's leave that. And then, so he came out and like you said, I was talking about Burna Boy and that. Well, we still that guy is owning it now. People now know that you can do stage, do your own band, and have an amazing performance. Composers were for Asake, and they had an amazing time and everything. Looking at the performance and looking at what the comedy are going to look like for Asake and everything, what do you think this would do for him in his career?
It's for Ashake's career.
Yeah, selling out the O2 and all of that. Do you think it's a time for him to now do more of European spaces, like obviously? Because the way it works now is that if you go there, you triumph, you most likely have to forget well, we have a cool hotel. We have, because you don't want to come back, obviously, cool hotel.
Yeah. But I don't think he should go through the route of not coming back to do events here, because that would mean that what about people that can't come to UK? What about people that can't come to the O2 to watch
see you? Yeah.
So they can't watch you again. So I think they still have to, because even some of these are big artists they still came back to do a hotel at the time, still do a hotel convention center.
At the time.
Even after going, they still come back to do one or two, not as them like doing it as their own show, but at least they still come to perform.
Has anyone ever done the O2 to come back and do?
No, that's what I'm saying. Davido did TBS. You see, as that's still coming back to Nigeria and doing Nigerian spaces.
TBS is bigger than O2.
So that's what I'm saying. So it does not mean for what I'm saying for.
Okay, I get your point. Yeah, coming back
to still give the local fans your presence. That's because some other people don't come back, and which is to an extent might work for them. But for Asake, I don't. You know, like it's not going to work for him. But I don't think he should go through that route.
Yeah.
I think he should come back and give us.
Anyways, we saw another guy who announced his own day, that Rema, and like I said, is here to sell out. And there are a lot of talks about there's now pressure because Asake sold out and you've been in the game before Asake and everything. Do you think, one, should there be pressure? Two, do you think he will sell out?
Man, I hope pressure yourself fuck up. Pressure yourself before. So
big time.
Right? Anybody that just seeing pressure is just in their heads, to be honest. Like, you don't pressure yourself based on what another person is doing. You gauge based on what your own trajectory, where you feel like. If Rema feels he can do it, fine. If he doesn't do it, it's also fine. Like,
you try.
Try that.
You made an attempt.
Yeah, you made an attempt. That's the most important part. Like, this whole conversation is now tilting dangerously towards if you don't get to do it, you failed. Which is very wrong. That's wrong. That's very wrong. It's like a very wrong example to set.
Actually.
Because if he does not sell out this time, by the time he goes next time,
he will sell out.
He will sell out.
It's the effort that counts, actually. Anyway, before we leave here, this is the last one actually. We saw where the Ghanaian guy Shetawale was up there and obviously praising the Nigerian artists and then calling the same unity we have here in Ghana. And then he's saying that is why Ghana are not thriving, because there's a lot of bad energy, Nami do, Nami won't do. But then in Nigeria, we saw how everybody came out. Tiwa Savage was there. Like, if Davido was around, we all know we would have been there, because Davido loves that kind of space, like acting people around. If he was mentally stable at the time, the loss of his mind, everything, he might just be there. Sheyi Vibes and Burna Boy, they've linked out so many times, hang out, show love, show solidarity and everything. Do you think Shetawale was right on that call?
See the thing about Shetawale and see all these Ghanaian artists is they will praise you today, tomorrow they'll be fighting you. Like, the way they are praising us together is now. Tomorrow, when they reach tomorrow, they'll start attacking us like we are not promoting their music enough in our
No, I don't. Well, for me, usually, my own personal opinion, I feel like, my own personal opinion, I feel like Shetawale is the most honest artist I've seen.
Because he praised Nigerians?
No, because he's honest. He knows that right now, Nigerians are the best in Africa. They're the ones taking the music thing on their head, like, bro, Nigerians stream music a lot. Nigerian artists are doing great. He knows these things, and he's able to say that, guys. He tells his Ghana fans that, guys, we should do better. We are still learning the presence of this Nigerian guy. Not many artists is capable of coming to say that.
True.
Even Nigerians, if Nigerians cannot even say that South Africans don't appear more than them. Even they are the origin of it, so Nigerians cannot say it.
We do and pass.
So that's it, and I like him for that, because when you see something and you feel like, bro, you guys have done, you will say, like, if you do bad too,
you call them out. Anyways, guys, I just remembered one. I probably this is the last one. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is the very, very last one. Burna Boy had Sheyi Vibes on his album. What was that call for you when you saw Sheyi Vibes on the project Giza, and it's looking like they're going to push Giza first? What did you think of that collaboration? Be sincere, Sheyi Vibes and Burna Boy.
I shouted no.
Thank you. The first time we had been on something, they said thank you.
I shouted no.
We shouted
Burna
no
Boy,
too.
please.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. No.
We can be friends from afar, but no music. When you hear this song, how did you feel?
It felt worse.
I first saw the track it was yesterday, the first day. I was like, why? Why would you? Then the snippet was going around yesterday. I was like, no, I'm not listening. I'll wait. Then,
Now you listen.
then the thing dropped. Huh? I said, tell me about it.
Yeah, okay, you have to minus that one for me.
I have to put my pen.
Anyways, guys, just so you know, for sure, you should have been on that album, but then you can be friends from afar without being on my project. But Burna Boy was so generous, he gave him one. I was sure that will be entered because they'll push it, they have money. When they have 100 million streams, and that might be his first 100 million stream. But no, that's not his first track. He has done so many 100 million streams.
Depending on where you're talking about.
Thinking about that, not Apple Music. Anyways, guys, we love you so much. We've come to the end of this glorious one. Today was amazing. Midday spilled out a whole lot. It will be normally came to cap. Cap is home. Guys, I can't guys are very, very nice. So my name is Daki. Please take care of yourself.